And we're back again. We're ready to talk. I'm Fitz.
Natasha.
And let's go ahead and get into this show. So, you guys know we're reviewing Famously Single. This is episode number 4. So we're
already
four episodes in. And this one is Do You Trust Me? So, the episode started with Colum bringing Brandy some flowers. I thought that was cute. He should have because he was acting a fucking nut.
Yeah, he showed that I messed up drinking. I'm glad that he's able to admit that when he's messed up and that he has a problem with drinking.
Right.
He kind of admits.
Yeah, he kind of backpedals. Yeah, but he does that with everything.
Mm-hmm.
That you're starting to see, like he does that with everything. But I did like he kind of didn't sugarcoat it. Even though he did backpedal, one thing that I kind of would do is kind of turn off about Brandy was that she was like, "Oh, I like that," but no, you did not like that. Clearly you didn't like it. We can read it all in your face that actually bothered you, and rightfully so because he was very aggressive.
But then I feel like drinking probably made her a little more sensitive to it.
Yeah,
she might not have cried like that. It might have made her taking her back, but I feel like drinking might have played some part in her emotions. But had she been sober and he was drinking, she probably would have been like more level-headed and called him out on it more.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That was just a mess. But so I guess they really like each other. So then finally we get into the. I'm just gonna jump to the assignment because there wasn't too much really other than that went on. The assignment happened and they sat down and talked. The doctor pretty much said, Dr. Darcy, whom has stepped her damn fashion up because she looked amazing this show. I was looking at her like,
okay,
she's stepping her little fashion up, right? Because I was, she looked good. So she pretty much her assignment was for them to go on blind dates, but the catch to it was that it was the girls and the guys they had to partner up. So it means 2, 2, and 2, one girl, one guy, and they had to pretty much like go on blind dates, like I said, but they had to have an earpiece in. And the other person would guide them to their date. Right. So I wrote down who the teams were. So the teams were. Let me see. I have them here. My bad. So we had Samaya and Polly. We had Brandy and Josh. We had Aubrey and Willis, the NFL player. We had Jessica and Colum, and I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them. That was everybody. So, what did you think about the assignment first? Did you think that was a cool assignment? Did you think that?
Yeah, had everybody really did their part in the assignment, it could have been better. I feel like only people who were truly useful were Brandy and Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica was good.
But other than that,
everybody else kind of was bogus.
Just fell flat. I feel like Aubrey was just a hater on hers, and then what's her name? Samaya couldn't give no real input because she was trying to be an advocate for Brandy.
Polly,
but give him a fair chance.
Not Brandy, for Aubrey.
For Aubrey, yes, to help me. Sorry.
No, it's good.
But
shit, go blind.
But I feel like she couldn't give him a fair chance, a fair date, because you have Aubrey in your ear telling you what to do,
right?
And that's not part of the assignment. If it was not, if it was for her to give her input, then they would have been paired.
Yeah,
but they weren't. So be
quiet.
You don't run this date.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and break down. The way I did was like when I was watching it in my notes, I just went ahead and broke down in the group. So Samaya and Polly, you took from a date that Samaya was clearly on Aubrey's side because Aubrey has told Samaya, "Oh, look out for me," I'm like, bitch, you really falling for Polly? Like, come on, Aubrey, like you're not here to fall for my inside the house.
She would not give a shit about Polly.
Yeah, like come on. So, like she said, literally Samaya through the whole date while Polly was on his date was like, "Oh, she's boring," and Aubrey looks way better. Aubrey's this, Aubrey's that. I'm like, stop. I'm like, that's so whack because you could have interrupted something that possibly could have been something, or possibly, it was an exercise to get them out of character, to get them like to loosen
open up and be more free.
Right. And Samaya kind of hinted that for Polly, and when Samaya went, the surprise. Oh shit. And we didn't even talk about Samaya's sit down because Samaya had to sit down with the doctor before the date, before the whole assignment. She pretty much talked about her abusive relationship. And I heard about that abusive relationship at Love and Hip Hop
New
York, yeah. Because they made fun of her teeth when she was when she didn't look like this Samaya, and she said that she had gotten to altercation. Wasn't an altercation. He literally whooped her ass. Her ex. So she kind of went in depth and just said how she don't really trust men anymore. She kind of sees them as monsters pretty much. So then she came out and said she's bisexual, but she didn't want to put a name on it.
Like labels, so
yeah, she's not a lesbian, she's not bisexual. Love is she just there you go. So I just want to jump into that because that's where the big boom, boom, boom came in when her date was a woman. Samaya had a date with a woman, and she sat down and she literally Samaya was on her P's and Q's, like literally. She was smooth.
Yeah, I get why. I guess I kind of get when I think it back. I get why Polly wasn't so vocal on her date.
Yeah, because he said
she pretty much handled herself, and
she's a smooth talker.
Yeah,
she's a smooth talker.
Date.
Yeah, for sure. So that pretty much was their date. Like Polly and Samaya wasn't too much to really talk about there. Then I went in with Brandy and Josh. What did you think about their date? I know Brandy.
I wish she would have. I liked their date, and what she said about what she would have kind of made him uncomfortable in a less sexualized way.
Right. I kind of felt something. I felt like got kind of too goofy at one point. And then when she went on hers, Josh kind of was just goofy because it was like payback, and I was kind of like, that's not the point of the exercise. It's more to really open up and be because Brandy doesn't have a problem with being a crazy goofy girl.
Right.
That's naturally her. Josh, you're not even naturally like that. So why are you trying to give her? Feed her that because that's not her. You should have been trying to have her be more serious than anything else because that's one of Brandy's downfalls.
Make her step out of who she thinks she is.
Who she thinks she is. Yeah. So, but it, like you said, to help Josh open up, and that was good. So Josh actually ended up liking the girl. So that's cool. I think he something may have bloomed there. Hopefully, I know it's a reality show, and I know that sometimes things are just like fly by night, but hopefully, something will happen with that relationship because they actually seem like they vibe on a serious note. So then we go into Jessica and Cullen. Jessica, every time I see that girl, I'm just like, she is fucking gorgeous.
That is the reason why she's
gorgeous. Goddamn, every time. Oh, and another catch of this exercise was that the guys got to dress the girls. So that was cool. The girls got to dress the guys. So that was cool. So they actually got to kind of see how they how they would want the girls to be.
And I find that guys want the women first date not to be so sexualized in their dressing, which I get. But then if you just don't want it for the first date, you shouldn't want it at all.
Right.
Because you just I
mean personally, I feel like.
I don't know.
The first date, don't give them all your goodies, but then it's kind of nice to see, your other half look sexy. Once we're stably, dating, I use other half as like, not necessarily husband, wife, but like girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. So I think that, it's kind of sexy to see them, badass heels or a dude with his shirt unbuttoned. What I mean? It's something that's nice and sexy about that for a couple.
I get it,
you just
at the same time I'm like no.
But they say you want a classy woman in the street, but it's freaking the sheets. So
yeah, it's it should be that
24/7. Yeah, I feel where you come from. But Jessica clearly didn't have anything that was like. But I love her style.
Yeah, me too.
I love her style.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
you do you. But
yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted.
Yeah, because she's a gorgeous girl. So I'm like, show it off. Show whatever you got going. Show it the fuck off.
Her build is she made amazing. For that.
Yeah, she's actually
it's art on her body.
Like she looks like one of the fucking statues in the mall. Like,
and I've always been like pro bohemian style.
She's gorgeous. Yeah, hippie type.
Clothes.
I love it. The sheer, all that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I love it.
She was gorgeous.
Everything.
She was gorgeous. So their date, seems to went well. Jessica, I think she kind of digged the dude. She kind of made him kind of like, what the fuck when she went the cards. And I love that he was like interacting with her. Like he wasn't intimidated by her. Yeah, and I like that.
Wasn't scared off. Like he really let her be her.
Yeah, exactly. And she liked it. I can tell she really liked it. It kind of helped her get past the fact because she's a beautiful woman. So I'm sure she had that insecurity inside her head. Like all they're gonna want is my looks. Right. So the fact that he was kind of interacting with her and kind of asking questions about the cards and really just letting her do her, it was cool. It didn't scare him off.
Yeah.
And neither did it make him like, oh, you're so gorgeous. Like, he was just, cool dude.
Because regardless of whether you're famous or not, like a woman really don't want you to just be. I mean, don't get me wrong. we want to know that we're beautiful by the person that we're entertaining, but at the same time, don't just get stuck there. And I think that, like you said, is why she was like intrigued by him.
Yeah, I thought that was sweet. Now as far as Callum's date, wasn't really that memorable.
No,
I mean he's very like he's kind of weird. I don't know. So his date wasn't that memorable. We already talked about Aubrey's date, didn't we?
Yeah, we touched on that, and it's not really. She's a fan whore.
Point blank. Now, what I did kind of feel that was, if I don't know, we talked about Aubrey and Will's date wasn't that shown that much.
And this is why I say I'm sorry. This is why I say Aubrey's a fame whore. Because why are you so bothered? Because he has an opinion of like fame. Like why are you so bothered by that?
Yeah.
Because you're a fame whore. You only you wouldn't have any identity. You wouldn't love yourself if you weren't famous.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that is all she is. That's what defines her. Fame defines her. Mm-hmm. She wants to be with a famous person. She only likes herself. I can't even say she loves herself because she's famous. Mm-hmm. It's sad. Yeah. I wish she would go deeper in herself and see that that's not all there is to her. Like
Aubrey, you definitely need to go back to the girl from Making the Band. Go back to the girl that was hungry for the success, but was a real person still. She's very I liked Aubrey at one point.
Yeah,
I really did like her. I thought she was a cool. I liked all the girls. All of them. But I thought that she was, really cool. She was down to earth at one point, but now she's just kind of like, you real stink. You real stink. So, the dates happened. That was cool. What else did I want to talk about? I think this, honestly, that's pretty much what this shit was about, was the dates. Let's see. Oh, and then the girls had a little conversation about, Josh being Prince Charming, which is kind of weird. He is kind of weird. Josh is the guy that's from The Bachelor. He is kind of feels like he always have to be on. He's always have to be perfect, say the right things, be always on. And I just kind of was just even I loosen the fuck up. That's why I like that he loosened up on a date. But even when it came down to, I think it was Willis that was asking him about the girl that he wanted to date with. He was like, yeah, I kind of like her. I kind of. But he couldn't really give a straightforward answer. I'm just like, dude, loosen the fuck up. If you liked her, say, hey, she was amazing. She's cool. I like her. I think that, possibly can go further. Just be honest. Just open the fuck up. But that was one weird thing about him that I just felt like, okay, I get why people are in the house kind of nigga, you kind of weird. You might be that kind of, have anybody ever seen, comment below, have you guys ever seen, what's it called? It's called Boy Next Door with Jennifer Lopez.
Oh.
And she slept with the school guy and he went crazy, but he was a charming little high school guy, but he ended up going crazy. That seemed like that could have been him in his high school years. He's that type of dude to where it's you're very charming, but something's off about you. I don't know. He's very weird. Let's see. And then also Aubrey and Pauly D. I know I'm going on and on because I took some.
No, I mean
this one. Aubrey and Pauly D. Actually sat back and talked, and he pretty much called the girl that he wanted to date with a bootleg Aubrey. But he said,
I feel like that was influenced by.
Yeah.
It was influenced by. I keep forgetting this girl's name.
Aubrey?
No,
Samaya.
Sorry,
Samaya. You are kind of forgettable.
Influenced by Samaya.
No, I do. I'm kind of digging Samaya a little more.
Be an advocate for Aubrey.
Yeah. But then he kind of did say
he couldn't have his own opinion of her. No.
But he did say he was well, who's the bootleg? So I think kind of he asked her for the girl on the day. He asked her for her number. So I don't know.
He claimed it was to end the date in a nice note.
No, there's a goodbye, have a good evening, and get home safe. Bye, nice meeting you. There's other ways to end the date.
Right.
So yeah, I think that he really now he's kind of thinking maybe I shouldn't have messed with Aubrey like that because she's now clinging. Mm-hmm. And that's not what you guys came there for.
Although we know they're in a full-blown relationship now.
Are they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty interesting. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much the show. Other than that, they didn't have to sit down. They did do a little sit down this episode to where the doctor came in. Dr. Darcy is her name, which is just she's so cute to me. I just so she's down and talked to them. And I like that she knows what the fuck she's doing because every show up past since I won't say the first show, but now second, third, and fourth one, I'm starting to see growth in each character. I shouldn't call them character.
Well, but each personality.
Yeah. Now I'm starting to see people bloom and go ahead in the right direction as far as positivity. I I don't know. I'm just starting to see that. So she sat down and talked about the dates with everyone. So she went around and asked each partner, how they felt about their date, and how they think the person did. Let me see. What did I say about those people? Sorry, guys. I'm kind of everywhere. I had a long day.
I don't have any notes.
Let's see. Where am I? Let's see. Okay, so pretty much Jessica just said she had fun. Aubrey said that she would never date the guy with the famous knuckles. Like, that was out of her league, but she did not get rude, which was a fucking lie, because she did get rude. Aubrey seems to not understand that
she felt away about the drink he ordered. Like, girl, you're too bothered by everybody.
Yeah, what they're doing. Now, I will say,
relax, because she don't know herself. She don't. Yeah. Like I said, it goes back to her. Fame defines her.
Yeah. Period. There you go. I will say, a martini for a straight man is a little weird, but whatever. That's fine. I mean, if you like that drink, fine. Because, usually you want to, you're on a date, you're supposed to kind of get something.
But that's gender roles. It goes back to people, putting people in gender roles. Like,
very true.
Why do, that's
very true. You get what you like.
Today.
You're right. You get what you like. You are supposed to.
Let people be who they are. Like, I don't, it goes back, like, the drink that I drink doesn't define my sexuality. Mm-hmm. Just because a man is ordering hard liquor, that don't mean he really like women.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
Plenty of men covering up their sexuality by the things that they do. Like,
since you better talk,
I'm just
that's true, guys. That's very true. But I did understand it well, because I have some girlfriends that do kind of say that, and that they kind of do pay attention when a man orders, and it kind of defines their tone of the date. So I do understand. I understand what you're saying, but it is martini is kind of like a girl's drink.
It's a woman.
But whatever. I mean, hey. Martinis are good. I ain't mad. I like martinis. They're good.
I like
right. Right. But martinis are yummy. So Maya said, all she pretty much talked about was that his Pauly D's date was boring. And Doctor pretty much checked her like, next time, just hold your opinions about Aubrey on date, because you're feeding him in his ear. You never know what he's... Yeah.
That's so real.
Yeah, you never know what might really happen. Like, you sitting there feeding, you pushing this down his ear, he's going to think whatever you're saying, because you are literally in his ear, So that kind of fucked up that date.
Yes.
And then Brandy... said, pretty much that she's just happy that Josh opened up, and then she called herself the mama bear, which I love that. I think that, because Brandy does have a kind of maturity about herself at times. Mm-hmm. Although she's like I said, during the day, I just feel like Josh should have pushed her to be more mature during the day, because Brandy's always like, she doesn't mind being a wild child. Like, even they little mixer or whatever, the little party, they was turned. She was turned. She was dancing with everybody. Like, they even showed more clips of her dancing with like everybody. And I enjoyed that. She was having a good time, but it's kind of like, okay,
free spirited.
Yeah, like, you make her get in her mature zone, because she does have that. So I'm actually liking Brandy a lot this show. I'm really digging her. And that's pretty much it. The next show is gonna be crazy though.
Yeah.
Because the next show they're gonna be
live. There's a lot of stuff going on this week.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about it Friday.
Oh yeah, y'all heard about who.
Everything.
So
we're gonna get it.
We'll be talking about, her name starts with a W or whatever she is. All right.
So subscribe, like, share. Yeah. Go follow us on Twitter, Captivity TV, and just show some love.
Show love, and we got a new follower today.
Yay!
Hi.
Welcome. Tell your friends.
Right. Share the word. All right, we're out. Bye, guys.